Hello and welcome to Questing Out Loud. We're going to be starting off our D&D campaign here. I am God, the Dungeon Master. You can call me Hunt for most of it, if anyone refers to me besides those two titles. And our campaign is going to be The Curse of Strahd, which I know is a very popular one, though we're starting off a little bit differently than normal. With that being said, the party has defeated Strahd, and they spent the last day or so dealing with the remnants, the aftermath, spending time to recuperate, when wherever you're at in Barovia, as you sit and rest, you see, whether you're outside or inside, your vision and the area just immediately around you is encased and encircled by the mists of Barovia, just swirling as a small, almost kind of personal mini tornado almost. And you feel the ground lift from beneath your feet as you lose sense of direction. What's up, down, you're tumbling through the air, and suddenly your ground falls. Or the ground rises to meet you once again as your feet all land, and you find yourself back in your home country of Jikran, which for those of you at home is a homebrew setting. Now, as you sit and consider where you are, all you see about you is forest in just any direction. Do you mind, sir? You're interrupting.
I'm sorry!
Shut up!
All you see about you is forest in any direction. Your companions are there. The party, at least. The main four of you. As you look about, you realize that you're all there together. You have all your items about you. But you're no longer in Barovia. What is it you would like to do first?
What do we do now?
Well, what do you want to do?
I'm sorry, what the fuck just happened?
Judging from the looks of it, it seems that we're back. We're out of Barovia. What now?
I don't know, I'm bored though.
I'd like to look around, kind of survey the area, see where we're at.
Sure, make a perception check.
Fail it is. This is 3 plus 6.
You are definitely in a forest. You see large pine trees about you everywhere. They're evergreen branches reaching across, blocking out most of the sunlight, and therefore there's not a lot of underbrush. And you are on a soft bed of needles, but you are somewhere in a forest. You don't notice anything that really sticks out other than trees and pine needles.
Well, you know what they say when you're stuck in a forest. Just walk in one direction.
And then what?
You'll eventually get out.
Hopefully you escape the forest.
Or we'll get eaten.
There should be an exit somewhere.
Unless we're in that angle, right, where we're like, the way we go is like the
Perpetually
opposite.
stuck.
Yeah.
What the hell are y'all going on about?
So let's say that we're stuck at the very bottom of a forest, right? And then if we choose the direction that is the longest, so then we actually choose the incorrect way.
I'm gonna stab him.
I'm not abide by that, so...
Is it night or day?
It seems to be daytime at some point.
Ooh, I have find familiar.
Mm-hmm.
What do we say with the amount of downtime, us leaving Barovia, that I could have found familiar a owl
Sure.
ritual cast, perhaps?
Sure.
I would like Max.
Max.
I'd like
That's what
Max.
you're gonna go with.
Absolutely.
All right.
I would like Max to fly as high as I could,
Okay.
and then I will. Yes, I will proceed to sit down in the pines on the ground, and I will peer through its eyes.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, you lose control of him, so to speak, after 100 feet.
Indeed, that is correct.
But you can still see through his perceptions.
Yeah.
I would like to use my winged boots and for double a pair of eyes and lift up.
Okay.
I lose communication with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Doggy.
Doggo making noises. Alright. So, Max flies up, and as he does, you take a seat and just kind of close your eyes and lose sense of the world around you other than touch. As Max flies up, you see that the trees are fairly tall and not quite reaching that 100-foot threshold, but some of them may be getting right up to that point before Max breaches the canopy of the forest and goes far overhead. You see, we'll make a perception check with Max's, with an owl's stats. You, as you start going up, I want you to make your own perception check as you also breach the canopy. So roll a d20 and add your perception modifier.
16. Perception modifier.
I believe yours is a +5.
Plus 5, so
21.
21.
Sweet.
That is a 12 perception.
Okay. Max is a bit preoccupied of, oh, I'm in the forest, I could hunt now. There's sure to be plenty of mice about and squirrels and other small rodents, as he is looking around, and you do see things, though just not as much as you would like, as he is kind of more focused downward at the forest looking for food. But you do see in the peripherals mountains off in various directions. Some seem icy, others seem just rocky. As you go up with your 21 and breach the canopy, you kind of go a little past Max in height-wise, as you see Max kind of looking around. And you've seen him in this mode before, looking for food. Not that I don't think familiar technically needs to eat, but it's his nature to hunt. He is a bird of prey, at least in this form. And as you pass him, you see to the north, east, northwest, west, southwest, and south, you see various types of mountains in just about every direction. Off to the south, southeast, and east, you do see that the forest fades off into very distant fields.
I will go back into my own senses. I will leave my familiars and stand up. Well, I have nothing. We're near mountains. That's all. I got nothing.
I see land.
As I see, all we can do is continue forward or stand here still.
What do you mean you see?
I will proceed to sit down for a minute while others try to gather the area, and I will study for a minute on my Librum of Souls and Flesh.
Alright. Are we picking a direction to travel in as we debate, or...
I'm down for whatever.
You said You said land. What do you mean land?
Well, we're on land. You see land around us.
the ground. Yes.
Yes.
We are grounded.
I guess that's better than the alternative.
In the ground, yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say like, in the air or on a boat.
Or if or.
All right. Madeline, do you have any suggestions?
I'm sorry, I'm not really the scouting type.
What type are you?
Still your shit type.
Fair enough.
Well, what else? Do you have any ideas?
I say we scout somewhere, look for a place to camp, and yeah. Better than anything else we've discussed.
I mean, you still have daylight.
I'd say travel's best idea. Just pick a direction.
Alright, if somebody wants to roll a d8, it will give me a random direction for you to start going in.
I don't know which one's that.
The one that looks like a diamond.
Yeah, that one.
2.
Alright. You want to start walking in that direction. How long would you walk before you think you would stop and reconsider a direction?
An hour?
I would be stoic in that direction. Once set, would not stop.
I'm following his lead.
Alright.
Yeah, exactly.
If he's not stopping, I'm not.
She's kind of like trailing behind a little bit. I'm looking for things of interest, things of value. Anything that could catch my attention.
Sure.
Because I feel like she'd have a bit of doubts of just going in one direction.
I have nothing else better to do, so.
Doggo does things.
He says, "What can I do?"
Dorian, why do you think this is the correct path?
I do not, but it is better than none. Until we continue forward and eventually something will show up or will show up somewhere.
I can't argue with that logic. Something will eventually happen, yeah.
True.
Forest is not endless, but
But what if we're in an endless forest? Yeah, I didn't think about it in my head before I said it out loud. Yeah, that's on me.
She's literally just staring at you. You can't see her expression because she's wearing a mask, but she's just looking in your direction. Kind of soulless black eye holes.
Is anybody keeping an eye out as you walk, or?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to describe it. I was doing.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Perception. Please roll better this time. It's 5.
That's literally one worse.
I don't
your
understand.
dice giveth and taketh away, and they mostly take it, it seems.
I feel like she's just more distracted on the fact that I wonder what the fuck could be hiding out here that is valuable, rather than their own safety.
Well, as you travel, night begins to fall after just a few hours. In your travels, you would know this is probably a good point to set up camp so you don't get lost in the middle of...
Wherever we are.
In the middle of being lost, granted, but... so you get lost, and so you don't bump into anything in the night. As you know, fire typically wards off most creatures. So we want to say about making camp?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
I say definitely stop for setting up camp.
Alright, I would like everybody to make a survival check.
Did you fucking fail me, you bastard? Ooh. Wait, I don't know.
That one would be
17.
8.
D20?
They're all d20s.
Or
2.
That's what I know.
10.
Plus your survival.
3.
Better.
10
So-
and... Where's survival at?
It's alphabetical, so it should be at the bottom of the page of that block.
Oh, 5. So 15.
Alright. 15, 17, 3, and 5.
I got it. I got a plus 3, so 8.
8. Okay. So the two of you are almost unhelpful rather than helpful when it comes to setting up camp. Whenever someone's gathering firewood, you go off to try and help them, wind up knocking into them, knocking most of the tinder out of their hands, and they have to kind of scrounge for it amidst the pine needles itself, which your tinder is mostly pine needles anyway, but now you just have to re-pick it up.
Watch where you're going, devil.
Which one did you say that to? Oh wait, you don't know.
Walk where you're going, devil. Trying to do what here? Trying to be helpful.
Damn.
I guess to stay out of everyone's way, I'll just stand guard, watch around, see if I notice anything while everyone else does it, as I'm no help.
Make a perception check while you do that. The two of you who are actually good at setting up camp, you begin setting up camp, tying rope between trees, throwing a tarp or canvas over them to make a makeshift tent. Starting a fire and making sure all brush is cleared away so you don't start a forest fire. Things that you'd all be accustomed to.
Roll a 19.
Okay. As you're setting up camp, you don't really notice anything that seems threatening in any sense. At least not at first. As time goes, about 20 minutes into camp setting up, you swear you hear a fairly distant, deep rumble, like far, far off. It seems to kind of echo amongst the valley that you're in.
Can I do a perception check to determine where that sounds, what direction that sound's coming from?
We can keep it in the same one. It's coming. So the direction y'all wound up walking with the 2 on your D8 roll was northeast. And it's coming from a more northwest direction, off to your side. Like if your path was on a line, it'd be to your left. Has he got the bottle?
Yeah.
He got it.
He has played with the bottle.
I'm gonna say he's around the corner, so I can't see him.
He's lurking.
I feel like unlike Madeline is doing the exact opposite of what he's doing. Instead of keeping guard, she is quite literally laying in the grass, like just quietly just playing with one of her daggers. It's like, oh, you don't want my help? That's crazy. Your loss.
The question is, what help? Yeah, you notice a fairly far off distant rumble, like deep, almost kind of guttural that seems to echo from the northwest throughout the valley.
What the fuck I just rolled on accident? What the fuck?
Don't burn your good rolls.
Yeah.
I'm not.
That's all. That's your only 20 for the whole session.
For the whole campaign, you never get
Your whole campaign gone.
Have me fucking roll something. Have me fucking roll something. For love of God.
Roll a boredom check. What'd you get?
A 3. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'd say you're pretty bored. You're bored of being bored, even.
How is that possible?
She got a 16 on nothing.
See,
gonna die.
stop rolling when I ask for things, and maybe we'll have that for the next ask roll.
It's my it's the fact that these are my actual dice. They don't like me.
Oh, maybe someone remembered their dice.
It's his fault.
It's just not your night.
No, it's not.
But camp is set up is cozy. You do have rations that you can heat up and eat on. Dried meats, salted meats, water and water pouches. I can't think of the right word.
I got a decanter of endless water.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, we're good with water.
And start a river just down through the forest.
I stabbed my immovable rod through his pant leg so he can't get up.
Free me!
What's going on now?
I'm kidding.
I do let everyone else know about the noise I heard. Guess I'd make some kind of a marking on the ground what direction it was coming from.
Sure. Off towards the northwest of the camp, on the edge of it, you just kind of mark a big X into the ground. Clear away the pine needles and just dig into the mud a little bit.
I'm sure it's fine. What are the odds that whatever it was comes to us?
I doubt it'll come to us, but we should definitely investigate. I mean, it's better than just wandering this forest aimlessly. This is the first note of anything, so.
It is dark, though. A better option is each of us could
Keep
rotate
watch.
watch.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, we could wait till in the morning, but it's just something to go off.
Whatever it is, I'll handle it.
Pretty confident.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even know what it is.
Doesn't matter. I know my capabilities.
He's got it.
I got it.
If he's got it,
Could be an ancient dragon.
I'm gonna sleep.
I need a new pair of boots anyways.
I guess you'll be first to watch guard tonight, huh? Since you got it.
I do got it. I'm not
You-
tired.
She'll Madeline's gonna patch you in the arm. You got this, and she's gonna roll over.
I'll proceed to walk off and find a place to lay down.
I sense sarcasm in this.
And
After
then-
dinner and nightly preparations for whatever you may want to do. Well, is there anything anybody specifically wants to do? Review spells in the spellbook or anything of that nature?
I would like to know a little bit more about that Librum of Souls and Flesh that I have.
So
I
I
studied it for a little bit.
I realize when you asked me how I looked at it, it requires attunement by a wizard, which you are not.
Gotcha. Alright.
You're
Sorry,
tech
use that
wizard.
down.
So unfortunately, you are not able to really use it or attune to it.
It's crazy that only certain classes can attune to things. I forget that that's even a thing.
Mm-hmm. So you earlier kind of spent a minute just looking it over, like, I wonder what this thing even does.
Damn.
As you again kind of pull it out and begin looking it over. Hi, Drake.
He wants
Oh.
kisses.
Could it's
Absolutely not.
10-foot radius. Radius is from the edge to the center,
Yes.
so it's 20 feet
Yes.
across, right? Yes. Could I encase our yeah? Could I encase our camp in?
You said it wrong again, you fucking southern bastard.
Could I encase our camp in Liam Munn's tiny hut?
You sure can.
Hell yeah! I will spend the 11 minutes.
I feel like I'm being made fun of.
Sorry, actually 22.
There we go. More serious tone.
I'll spend 22 minutes to ritual cast Liam Munn's tiny hut.
I cast
And-
Vicious Mockery.
I die. I'm a wizard. I'm dead.
You're a wizard, but you have the most health in the party.
Yeah, that is true.
While you're doing that, Malin just rolls over. Fucking nerd, and then rolls back. You take 100 second damage.
9 creatures of medium size.
Yeah, as long as they're within the bubble when you cast it, then it's good, but you can't leave the bubble.
Indeed. Damage opaque. Do I get to decide if it's dimly lit or
You
dark?
basically control the environment within, if it's dimly lit, if it's dark, if it's light, the color of the bubble from the outside perception, things like that.
Okay. I guess just probably black from the outside perspective.
Nice fuchsia pink, got it.
As neon as you can get.
Alright.
I'll do that.
Black bubble, middle of the forest, nice and cozy inside. So you see a dome fall over you, which most of you have seen him do this before, I'm sure. Anyway, as you pull your Librum out once again in the evening to kind of look it over and try to see if you know anything about it or can get anything from it. As you're studying it and like holding it in your lap, you swear you feel it pull off in a direction, almost as if it's trying to get to something.
Okay, spooky.
I guess I'd close the book and put it away. Keep a mental note that try to pull away.
Don't touch me. Icky god hands, no.
Like, you're not my dad.
Dad.
Alright. As everybody goes off to bed, you're taking first watch.
Mm-hmm.
Who's taking second?
I guess me.
Third,
I'll take it.
and then you're fourth. Alright, I want you to make first perception check.
8
Did you add your modifier? It's +5.
plus 5, so 13.
Alright. 13. The night is dull and kind of boring. It usually is on watch to be standing on your own. It's nice to be back in a real large forest once again like this. You've been in Pine Forest before, though the ones in Barovia are more deciduous than Pine.
Wish there was something to do or some action, man.
No, you don't. You really don't.
As time passes, your watch comes to an end and you wake the next in the cycle. Like you make a perception check.
The fuck?
Your roll plus your perception modifier.
Yeah, so 7.
Nice.
Damn.
As you begin your watch, you're still kind of sleepy from having been asleep for a couple of hours. That's the worst part about taking a middle watch. You know, the beginning you're just stay up a little late, the end you get up a little early and you're just there for the day. But second and third shifts, God, they fucking suck. And as your mind's just kind of thinking about that, you don't really pay attention much to the surroundings around you, but thankfully nothing really accosts or assails you. And you wake the third in the cycle.
I swear to fucking
Make a
God.
perception check, please.
I'll end my goddamn life. For the love of God.
It's not bad. It's not horrible.
Oh,
12.
Hey, a double-digit number. Look at that.
that's a 9, isn't it? Dot at the bottom.
Yeah. 10, 11, 12. I have a +3. You're looking at my...
I can't do math. I'm the one that can't do math.
You're
Oh
looking at
no!
my persuasion.
Go to bed.
Oh,
Go to bed.
No!
Go to bed.
I'm the problem.
Can I use my persuasion? Can I persuade
No.
the forest to speak to me? To show
No,
me things?
and you can't persuade your eyes to see things either, unfortunately.
I should have taken a fucking thing that gave me a plus to perception. Damn.
Oh, womp womp. Everyone makes poor decisions. But as you take your watch, you're awake. You're a little groggy maybe, but you're awake. You're paying decent attention, though you do hear what sounds like branches swaying in the night at the most, and occasionally one seems to move a little heavier, maybe something jumping through the trees, like, squirrels or something. But nothing really seems to bug you. Fourth watch.
I'll wake up the wizard. She kind of like kicks you awake.
Oh, he's dead.
No, I'm good. You can continue the watch.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll roll
Okay.
I'll fucking solo over.
All right, I'll roll back
You
over.
really want me to roll on that one? You want me to fucking kill us?
I'll roll back over.
It's up to y'all.
I'll get exhaustion, won't I?
Yep.
She's gonna shove you out of your roll. Get the fuck up
All
and she
right.
lays down.
All right.
Make a perception check.
Counter. As soon as she goes to sleep, as soon as I hear snoring, might want to get that seen by a doctor. They can do some nose surgery. They can stop that. I would like to just go back to sleep, please.
What the fuck?
I believe in Limon's tiny hut that us creatures inside, we can move through it freely. Other creatures are barred from it, so I have complete faith in this. So I will go back to sleep.
I swear if we get eaten.
If there's something in the trees for us in the morning, I got my sleep.
Essentially, what will happen if anything is trying to get us? It's just gonna fucking stare at us through the hut.
Baller move.
Just it's like y'all gotta fucking come out eventually. I'll wait all night.
I am personally upset I had to take watch and didn't know this information.
Yeah, I forgot.
I finished
What?
reading the spell, guys. My bad.
It's okay, because it doesn't affect your long rest or anything. You just get to do something a little interesting throughout it. Somewhat.
Hey, wizard.
Yeah.
Odds or evens?
You fucked us.
I like odds.
Okay.
Ooh. Love it.
So, the last bit of the long rest comes to pass, and you actually wake up first still, despite having just gone back to sleep shortly after.
We got the most sleep, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
The other's still groggy in your sleep. You go to get up and start milling about the camp, doing whatever you would in the morning. And
I'll be going through my spell book, making sure everything's in order. Checking my rapier on in its sheath on my side. Just make sure, picking up my everything.
And as you have a mental clock in your mind about Lima's tiny hut when it's about to end, and you kind of gather your things, and you're gonna go off to the edge of camp and kind of do your morning things away from everybody as the spell's about to end. And as the spell's about to end, you look up and you see two large, round, yellow eyes looking at you through through Lima's tiny hut, and then it drops. That's where we're going to end the session tonight.
You fucker. You
Alright, so thank you for joining us tonight on Questing Out Loud. Tonight was just a small preemptive session. We're planning on continuing this kind of post-Strahd moment until a certain point. And then we'll go back to Curse of Strahd in its own right. So join us next time. We hope to see you then. Or have you listen to us in, I guess. Words. Not used to podcasting, used to streaming. But I hope you all have a great time. I hope you enjoyed listening, and we'll see you next time on Questing Out Loud.